Hello YouTube. Right then, it looks good, doesn't it? And you've no idea how I did it. If you skip ahead in this video, no, anyway, still got the back to do. I've still got to do that, so that's what I'm going to show you now. But basically I'm doing an old art trick. I got an A in art at school, which apparently means I'm an artist of some kind. I don't know. I just make stuff and make it look pretty, or how I think it looks pretty. But anyway, I've got this sheet of plastic. Now where did it come from? I had a broken one of these. It's the same texture, you can see. It's the same texture. And I had a broken one. So I took it apart. I got myself some flat sheets. It's got, as you can see, I've ground what I can out, but it was quite easy to do. So what I've got to do now is cut this out. So I've got my material, and what I'm doing is I'm doing it the width of the ruler, which is about an inch. So it's about an inch, well, it'll be an inch wide. Definitely be an inch wide. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's definitely an inch wide. So what I'm doing is I'm doing them in lengths. So there. Press down hard. Oh, pull back. Doesn't have to be neat because it's basically going to be shingles of some kind. There we go. Press down further here. There we go. Got two of them now. So then we'll go to the next bit. Right then, it dips a little below the edge here and here, so that's all level. What I need to do is I need to pop it there, and then I just trace. It doesn't have to be accurate. I always say that, don't I? Then we go to our bandsaw. We'll just cut these pieces out. Cut out. Should go just below the lip there. As you can see, it fits lovely. It'll do. It'll do. So what I then do is I turn it round and I mark all the slats so I get an even number. So there'll be one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, there. Again, this doesn't have to be accurate as long as it's about. So, I do excuse the next bit. My bandsaw needed a new blade. I put a new blade in. It's making noise. I can't figure out what's making the noise. So, if you can tell me what's making the noise, that'd be great. Right then, that's the other piece. So what I do is basically I cut along those lines. Now, as you can see, I'll focus, pull you out a little bit. There we go. As you can see, I haven't gone all the way up. What I'm doing is I'm going to glue these two edges, so that edge and that edge, and we're going to glue it straight across. You'll see. So, we now have the overhang about there. What we need to do is glue it, and it glues better to here because it's solid there. So, take my glue, I'll just put it on the edge here. Yes, I'm using super glue. Go a little bit in to the edges, there we go. And then what we do is we stick it where I want it. So I want it about there to there. That's almost perfect. Breathe on it. let go. And what we do is, hopefully this will work, we put a little bit of drop along the top, along the back here, along the top here, and a bit there. And I take a couple of pegs, and hopefully this will work. I do that. And one for the middle. There we go. There we go. Take a little bit more super glue, just in the middle here. Just let it pull down. Leave it to set. So that should now be done. What we're doing is we're taking the other bit of that bit that I've cut, and hopefully it should be about right until about there, in line with the thingies. That's about right. Needs to come off this corner ever so slightly. You see how I'm following it? By eye. I'm just doing it by eye. Cool. Right, cut that out of the bandsaw. Right, so that should fit about there, which it does, which is nice. And what I'm doing now is take my pen and I just do the middle of each one of them. Yep. Again, doesn't have to be accurate. That'll do. Cut them out and glue it on. Alright, that's all cut out. Let's see, I leave about 1/4 of an inch at the top, or 1/8 of an inch, I don't know. About 5mm. There you go. And what I do is I go up the sides here, just to strengthen up the sides with the glue. And I go along the top here. Doesn't matter if it drips. Like that one. Doesn't matter. Just adds to the effect of wet tiles. I'll take the back of this. We'll just do the edges as we did before. Bit in there, bit on there. Do the edges. There we go. And let it slide into place. There we go. Press it in the middle. Take a peg and just hold at the edges until it's set. So we let that set. Once that's set, take it off, take a little bit of glue and just a little bit in the edges here. You can see how this is pointing up. We want it to point down. So what we do is we get a bit of tape. A bit of tape. Pop some glue behind there. It down. Pull it hard. Yes, it will super glue to it, but we can get that off quite easily. Put that in place. And what I'll do is I'll repeat this process all the way to the top. Then I'll show you how I do these bits. Easy. Actually, these two are done differently. Can you tell how? I'll show you. I did one first. It was alright, but I thought I can do this quicker and easier. And I did it quicker and easier on this one. Right. So we'll let that dry, I'll let that set, and then I'll do the rest, and then we'll get back to you. Right then, it's done. pull the tape off. There we go. It looks halfway decent. Now to do these. What you do is you take a bit of tube, and what I did is I just cut out a length. There we go. Can you see that? A length, approximately 1.5 centimetres, so 1.5 centimetres. What I'm doing is that's going to go over there, but we need it to bend. It's not bending. So what you do is, hopefully this will work. There you go. Just take it and just do, so we need a little bit of a curve at the top. So about there. So we've got one there, one there, one there. I'm just following what's originally there. There's one there, one there, one there, one there. That's the last one. So there's one there as well. And that should be the bottom. So now we have to cut this out. Follow me to the bandsaw, and I think I've solved my squeaking problem on the bandsaw. So, still got some of this left over. I need to do a good hoover of this workshop at the moment, which I'm going to do after this. So now, that's about the right height. Now the end we can cut off. That done. And what we do, we've got a mark, we just go in about that far, just so it moves. You can see, we'll just do that all the way along. It's nearly gone all the way through. That one's gone all the way through. No matter. That's gone all the way through. We can use that. And then we've got to mark this top with a curve. So all I do, turn it off. Take a rasp, do it the rest of the way. There we go, we've got a curve. Right, let's go and glue it on. Right, so we've got a curve and it goes quite nicely over there. That'll do. So we can glue that into position. Actually, no, what we'll do is we'll do something first. Just a quick something. Now this is going to be loud. This is an angle grinder. It's going to be loud. I'm just taking the little nubs, the little bits that there we go. So we've got a curve, and now we should be able to, just a little nub there, which we can probably push down actually. There we go. We're just going to go down, so we'll try this little one at the top first. So what I do is I put a little bit on the wood, a little bit on the edges there. Then I take this on the underside of the edges there, on the top here, and the underside edges there. I am going to get glue all over my fingers. Just pop it into place and let the glue set. Now that's set. Now where's our second piece? The second piece was this one. Will it fit nicely? Let's double check on here. That way up. It's that way up. Same again. A little bit on the wood. A little bit on the edges here. On the edge there. On the edge there. And just on this top edge just here. There we go, there's two done. Now we should be able to do the rest, hopefully. Yes. So this bottom one is not quite right. Let's try it the other way up. It actually does better that way up. It does a lot better that way up. So we need to take a little bit off here, about that much. I'll take that off on the bandsaw. I'll get on with it. There we go. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, that will do. So what we do is we go all the way down the old thingy. Get these edges here, the ones that stick up. And what you do is you do all the edges. So you got all the edges on here. And take a little bit on the top here. And put it on without sticking your fingers to it. And let it glue. And pop little bits of glue there, there, just let it go in. Doesn't matter about overspill. There we go. I think that's done it. Now we'll let that set for a little while, and I'll show you the next bit, which you'll love. You'll love the next bit. Right then, that's all the glue dried. Now I'll show you how I do this bit, which involves the angle grinder, which is going to be noisy, so be aware. See how it's gone through there? That actually doesn't matter, because now we've got it bendy. You can feel it's bendy now. Just needs to do up here. What that does, it's split all the lines, so now you can see the lines, but I don't mind that because this is supposed to look like old decrepit sort of like works with it, but I can now press that down, which I'll do. I can always fill in that hole if I want to. Get some glue back there. There we go. Glue. Bit of glue there. But accidents happen, and they're happy accidents, so you just go with it. Pop that under there. Pop that down so it glues. Pop that across there. And just try to tighten it. Do the other one. This one should be a little bit easier. Once you've done that, take a piece of sandpaper. This nice rough stuff will do. And just sand it back. And a finer grade. Just in circular motions to get rid of the take off. There we go. Do the same with this one. Well, that didn't stick down, so I'll try just using our fingers this time. Pop that in there, pop that down. There we go. Just push it down, hold it. Right then, so once you've done that, you see the lines and you just go across them, sealing up the gap. What I'll probably do is I'll probably fill up that hole to the top. Okay, that's that done. Now all we have to do is do the crown, which I've got to figure out yet. So what I'll do is when that's all dried, sand it back with some sandpaper, and then we've got to do the ends and the cap. So that's the next bit. I quite like it, it's quite good. Right, see you next time. Stay safe, have a good one. Goodbye, YouTube.